Since I've been exposing fake miracles, people have been asking questions about some fake miracles that confuse them. So this one asked, I should explain more about miracle money. As you can see it, miracle money. Miracle money is a scam, and that's the easiest fake miracle to understand. So how do they do it? First of all, the church finds a way to trick you out of giving you account number. All right. Number one, if you ask me to give my account number, I'm going to give it to you. I will pray that you do miracle money into my account. You know what I'm saying? So usually what they do is they share this bulletin. Is it bulletin or something? There's something they call a piece of paper. They will ask you to write your prayer request. This is an old scam. So that's why I advise people when you go to church, I think they call it petition booklet, petition paper or something, prayer petition. Different churches have different names they call it. Prayer request form, something like that. So when you fill it, in there, they collect a lot of details, personal details from you. Number one, your name, your gender, your age, your address, which city you are from. They collect all these things at the top of the booklet. It's usually a sheet of paper, okay? Sheet of paper like this at the top, your name, full name, middle name, this, that, gender, age, Then they will draw lines like this, pam, 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 pam. That you should draw, that you should write out what brought you to the church, your prayer request. So sometimes they will ask you to write your account number so that God will bless you. You will write it there. And this is on the day of the event. Let's say it's a crusade. So as people are coming for the crusade, they will be handing out this paper at the entrance. If it's a Sunday service, they will be giving it at the entrance. People will buy it. People, the Mumu de Africa. People will pay to buy that booklet. Most times they don't give it free. Okay? 100 naira, 200 naira, you buy it. And then, Mumu, you go and write everything that brought you to the church. And then sometimes they'll ask you your occupation. All right? When you write it, you submit. Ushers will come and collect it. And they'll put it inside one basket and they'll take it to pastor's office. So now you are in the crusade ground. The choir is singing. They are waiting for pastor to come out and pray. Meanwhile, pastor is in the office scanning through all the all the prayer booklets. So number one, he can read your prayer booklet and say, "Oh, this one makes sense for a prophecy." He will scribble it in a note and put inside his Bible, in the middle of his Bible, and then do it for 2 or 3 or 4, how many he wants to prophesy for. He's 100% sure that these people that wrote this are already in the crusade ground or in the church. Then he walks into the crusade ground and starts preaching. Middle of the preaching, he opens his booklet, his Bible, and he sees Miss Joy has only one leg. Her son is dying of cancer in Finland. And she's 34. She's from, let's say, Ogun State. He reads it, and then he starts prophesying. There's somebody here called Joy. He will intelligently break it down. Joy, all the joys will come out. He said, Joy from Ogun State. You see, out of the 11 joy that came out, is remaining 2. He will now look at, your son has cancer. 1, it will now remain 1. What is this? I'm seeing Finland. The woman will say, yeah. But it's the same woman that wrote it an hour earlier. She has forgotten. Have I met you before? Pastor will say, have I met you before? The woman will say, I have not met you. The piano guy will do no on the piano. All the whole acoustics, like the sound system, everything has been geared towards manipulating you. That is the same way they do miracle money. There's a syndicate transferring money somewhere in the pastor's office because people now have the account number. Pastor now has the account number of the people in the crusade ground. So 1 or 2 criminals will sit in the pastor's office. When pastors start preaching that, God, let there be miracle money in their phones, the guy will pick the account number 1, Zenith Bank, this you transfer 50K. This one, because as they are looking at you, they are seeing your prayer request. This one needs like 200K for hospital bills. Account number 2, GT Bank, they will send like that. If you look at go to YouTube, right? Type miracle money, all right, pastor. If you look at any of the videos where they faked all those miracle money, when the camera zooms in the phone, you will see the sender. When you are sent money in your bank account, the SMS alert will read the amount, your own bank account, the bank account is from, or transfer ref, all right? And then the name on the account that brought it. When you look at, sometimes the camera will stupidly zoom in And on the phone, you will see the name of the fake company name that the pastor created for transferring that kind of money. And if you take it, if you are in a country like Nigeria, if you take that company name and go to CAC website, you type it, you will see the person that created the website. It's a syndicate, it's a ring. There's nothing like miracle money. There's no how money is landing on your bank account without it coming from somewhere. Who created the company that is coming from? If money mistakenly comes to your account, the right thing to do is to report to the bank. All right? That there's a mistake. You write an official report that there's a mistake in your account. They should reverse the transaction so that they will reverse it to whoever got it. Maybe the person made a mistake to send it. If you don't do it, let's say there is a criminal that somebody in the bank is trying to play a fast one and uses your account to temporarily save stolen funds. Police will come and catch you one day. Even you as a Christian, if you accidentally see somebody's money somewhere, won't you return it? Rejoicing over money you don't know where it came from is at the height of stupidity and criminality. So there is nothing like miracle money. Now, if you explain miracle money in another way, maybe I can agree with you. Let's say somebody has been owing you, right? And you pray, and then the person that owes you pays you. I can agree with you, Out of 1 million people in the crusade ground that are owed, eventually 1 or 2 will receive their payment that day. That's the way, that's pure statistics, In fact, sometimes, if the pastor told people to call the people that owe them now, pick up your phone and call the person that owes you. Pastors have never done that, but I wish they do that in the crusade ground, asking them to ask for their money back. But what they do is miracle money. How dumb can you be on earth that money will enter your account, you can't even see clearly that it is from a certain bank account, and you don't check who owns that bank account? Think about it. Let's say you want to transfer money to Mr. A, and you accidentally transfer that money to Mr. B. All right? Would you be happy to see that Mr. B on TV rejoicing that miracle money entered their account? Miracle money entered. Would you be happy? So why would you now do it to somebody? It's things they used to scam people. Africa. You will see a whole professor rejoicing over miracle. Professor of economics or accounting that understands how money goes. And they will still be defending miracle money. Knowing it's not possible. Somebody that's worked in a bank, these things are tracked. It's not possible. But if you accidentally, if the pastor, let's say I'm in a crusade and pastor transfer 50K to me, down I believe in miracle money because I'm going to chop that 50K. If you are using money to use me to prove a point, to dash me money to prove a point that miracle money works, then I'll believe you. You know what I'm saying? So the summary of it is, when you are going to any church, don't you ever reveal the reason why you came to that church to anybody. If evangelists have to ask you before you can see pastor, that's how some of these churches are built. The evangelist must know why you came before they can allow you to see pastor. And once they find out why you came, they put you in a lobby where you wait. You wait for like 2 or 3 hours before pastor will come out. Meanwhile, they have relayed the message to the pastor. So if it ever happens, give the evangelist the totally wrong message. Like me now, I'm single, but then let's say I want to see a pastor. I can, and the evangelist is forcing me to tell her what I want to tell pastor. I'll tell evangelist that my wife and 3 children, that they got kidnapped. That's why I want to see pastor. Meanwhile, the reason I want to see pastor is for visa. If I meet that pastor and that pastor is really a prophet, they will know it's a lie. Do you understand? They will know it's a lie. Meanwhile, a real prophet will not ask you why you came. Why would the prophet ask you why you came? It's different from a pastor. If I have a problem and I meet a man of God and I want him to pray for me, fine. But if the man of God is pretending to be a prophet, I have to lie to that person to test them. Do you understand? You lie to them to test them. Most of the prophecies you see on TV, you don't know the people they are giving the prophecy. You are in a church, pastor will pick microphone and meet a random person and give prophecy. Do you know that person? Do you know that person? What if they planned it together? Somebody is rejoicing, pastor, do you know the person? As long as you don't know the person, just know that somehow there's still a question mark in the whole miracle. As long as you don't know that person personally.